Yes. Everybody, how's everybody doing today? Arsenal lost 1-0 to Inter Milan. Inter Milan, you could say at times their tactical setup was a problem for us. It seemed like everything was simple for them at times. And later on in the game, I felt like we were the better team. Inter Milan today put on a clinic in that first half. And you know what? You could somewhat say we were unlucky because it's a narrow defeat. And it did take a penalty, which is never a penalty in the Premier League, but unfortunately in the Champions League, that is the rules. When the ball hits your hand in a shooting position, doesn't matter how close you are to the ball. It doesn't matter if you don't have the time to get your hand away from the ball or not. They are going to count that as a penalty. But unfortunately, it is a penalty, and we cannot complain about the penalty today. One thing we have to look at our performance. Our performance at times was poor. Later in the game, I felt like we started to improve. But one thing that I did not like is we kept doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It just seemed very, very repetitive. It seemed very scripted. It seemed like everybody knew exactly what we were going to do. Everybody knew what we were going to do. And every single person on that pitch was doing the same thing. Get the ball, cross it in. Get the ball, cross it in. Get the ball, cross it in. It was literally cross. It was passing inshallah. That's what it was. We were playing passing inshallah football today. There was nothing through the middle. And also, I need, I need something to change because Odegaard coming back is great. Yo, Higo, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if you want to jump on. Uh, I'll put the link in the chat. But we need to improve. We need to improve. We were unlucky in the sense that we gave away the penalty. You can say whatever you want about the penalty. It was a penalty. It was a penalty today. That was a valid penalty. I can't complain about the penalty. What I will say is though, we were not good enough. Inter Milan today, for majority of the game, really took advantage of us. And I felt like it was easy for them the way that they're playing. I felt like it was simple what they were doing. I felt like they continued to just sort themselves out. But if there's anything you can complain about, let me talk about it. First things first, I thought before we talk about the penalty, I thought there was a situation where we could have got a penalty. I'm not complaining. I understand if they don't want to give it, if they think Summer got a hand on it, but it does look like Summer literally takes out the player and punches him in the head. So I'm just kind of confused how a guy can punch somebody in the head and it's not given as a penalty. But then on the other hand, on the other hand, this is given as a penalty. I'm not going to complain because it is a handball. It's close to him. It stops the ball from going on target. So I get it. But boy, we need to improve. And as much as we lost today, as much as it was not the scintillating Arsenal of the last couple of years, the performance was much better than Newcastle. The performance was better than Newcastle. I know we've lost back-to-back games. I know it's not the most confident. It's not the performance that's going to give you the most confidence. Really and truly, we were the team that were trying to break down Inter, and we could not break down Inter. Inter shut down shop, and they made our attack look inferior. They made our attack look hopeless. We took 21 shots, and we had 3 shots. I think. How many shots did we have on target? I don't even know. I don't even remember how many shots we had on target. But to me, I'm looking at our attack and I'm saying 21 shots. We had majority of the possession, 63% of the possession. And in that second half, they gave us 71% of the possession. Inter Milan said, here's the ball. You guys find a way to score against us. And we couldn't break them down. We couldn't do anything. What is Mikel Arteta going to do to try to get these guys better goal scoring opportunities? Because crossing the ball and hoping for corners, headers, and just the man getting on the back of the ball is not going to always work. You need to find a way to play through the middle. You need to find a way to find cutbacks. You need to find other ways of play. We are too predictable. That is the main issue right now. We are too predictable. Our attack looks poor. and we don't know what the hell we're doing. People were saying before the season, oh, our defense is amazing, our defense is amazing. You want to know something? We came up against an amazing defense today. That what we played today, Inter, that was a legit amazing defense. How many crosses did we have? Somebody said. Let me check. Let me check. How many crosses did we play today? Arsenal accurate crosses. We had 5. We played 5 accurate crosses today. 5 accurate long balls. 11. Um, we completed 301 passes with 88% pass accuracy. But the thing is, how many times did we win the ball in the air? It seemed like every time that the ball was in the air, it seemed like they were winning it. It seemed like the majority of the aerial duels, they won them. The interceptions. And I just need to give credit where credit's due. The man of the match is not anybody else but that guy, Bisak, whatever his name is. That guy, number 31 for Inter Milan, is an absolute beast. He destroyed our attack today. He made Leandro Trossard look tiny. Havertz was getting bullied today. Saka was getting double teamed, triple teamed. They took him out of the game. They gave Martinelli all the time in the world, and Martinelli did deliver some good balls, but also couldn't get anything going. Also, Timber I thought was good. Mikel Moreno was having a shocker majority of the game. He came off after 45 minutes for a reason. And you want to know something? We actually looked better without Mikel Moreno on the pitch. So it was one of those games, and I am kind of concerned. I am concerned about our attack, but hopefully versus Chelsea we can show a lot more. Hopefully in the coming days we show a lot more, and hopefully we improve. This was these past couple of days we've been in a rut. If this is not a wake-up call to Mikel Arteta to do something, I know you can't just hope that Odegaard's going to come back and fix everything, because Odegaard was playing in those last couple of minutes and we still did not look that much better. But hey, it's a better performance than Newcastle. We are slightly unlucky to be to lose 1-0 to a penalty, but you have to give them credit. They outclassed us today. They outclassed us today. They outclassed us today. Fair play. Liverpool have the best defense in Europe. Stay humble, eh? You know what? Liverpool are playing really well, AK. I got to give you guys credit. Liverpool are playing very well right now. But yeah, before we go any further, please do hit that like button, guys. Please do hit that subscribe button. We need to go at least past 100 likes on the video. But yeah, let me bring Higo in first. Higo, what you saying?
Yo, Igor, how you doing, man? You alright?
I'm doing good, man. Talk to me. What you saying?
Frustrated is the word. Frustrated.
Do you think you're unlucky?
No. The honest truth is no. It felt a little bit like the Newcastle game where I didn't think we're going to score again. Um, it was just high crosses in the ball, and there was
No, no,
no
but
creativity.
I thought there was phases though. I thought early in the game it was
Mm,
literally Inter were bullying us. Everything
mm,
was easy for them. We were struggling, and then
mm,
then came the moment of chaos where we almost scored, they almost scored, and
mm.
then the penalty happened just after being disallowed a penalty for Mikel Moreno getting punched in the head. And then the last part of the game, I would say we built up momentum. We
Yeah.
had the ball. They
Second
gave
half.
they gave us all the possession.
Mm,
We
mm.
really built confidence, but we couldn't find that final moment. Very frustrating. They did a good job defensively, and you got to give them credit. They outclassed
You
us
have
today.
to. Yeah. I
They
think so, and I
outclassed us
think that's a
today,
fair assessment.
but
Yeah.
I thought we were better than Newcastle.
I think we were better than Newcastle, definitely. That was the worst performance of the season, easily by far. But it still didn't feel like we were going to score a goal. Could you see a goal coming? Like usually you get a feeling. I didn't have a feeling, even with all the possession. It was lobbing the ball into the box, and they were just headering it away. There was no creativity. There was no crosses. There was no bits of skills. I think Jesus tried it in the last 30 seconds, and he got pushed up over the ball. Martinelli again. Poor man. How many chances is he going to miss?
True. Let me bring in Tommy. Tommy is a West Ham fan. He wants to say something. Tommy, what you saying, man?
I'm all good, mate. I'm sweet. I'm chilling.
Talk to me. Well, you usually come on here to say something. What you come on here to say today?
I ain't got to say nothing. I've been saying this for the last couple of years with you guys, but you just don't want to listen. You think it's all
What?
hate.
What's the
You're
issue?
the same old Arsenal for years and years and years. Like, same old Arsenal. Until we call it out, it's never going to change, though, is it?
What do you mean
Yeah,
by
like
that?
it's just everything's good, everything's positive, everything's amazing, everything's great. But then you got to wait till it starts getting really bad, and then you start calling it out. But I know where this comes from. The thing is, I've changed. I've changed. I did just blame it on. I never was going, "Oh, Arteta's rubbish." The thing is, yeah, I do rate Arteta as a manager, but as a football institution, Arsenal are in the gutter. Have been for years. It's all comes from the top.
I honestly think because we've had 2 back-to-back defeats, you can talk about it like that. But we have been relatively.
It's not just 2 defeats though. You're big Arsenal. You're not Southampton. You're not West Ham. You're Arsenal. You've got money, so you should be challenging. You should be going up against the best. You should be winning things, but you're not. You take the mick out of Tottenham, but if anything, you're just Tottenham that wear red and win an FA Cup here and there.
No, come on, that's unfair, Tommy. That's unfair.
That's harsh. That's harsh. But you want to know something? That's compared to Liverpool and Man United. That's how rivals think.
Yeah.
Can I ask Tommy a question?
One second. Before we ask any more questions, I just want to say one positive that we can take away from today is Martin Odegaard returning to the team. And I hope that he starts for Chelsea. I don't know about you guys, but I hope Martin Odegaard starts for Chelsea. Or if anything, Arteta, please play Ethan.
Yeah, when you're in.
I don't think it'll change anything. It won't change.
Trossard is useless.
Trossard's not in that position. That's the 3rd game that he's played poor. Really
Why is he insisting with Trossard?
Trossard is off the bench, super sub. I'm sorry to say.
Who else you got? This is the thing.
We've got Wanyeri. We at least give Wanyeri a chance. Give him a chance.
He was a bright spark, man.
He was a bright.
Good Wanyeri. Like he looks like a good prospect. But you can't be. I'm sorry, you can't be 800 million deep in this process and be relying on a 17-year-old. You've got to start asking big, massive questions. Massive questions.
All right.
It's not like you've won stuff.
Let me ask you guys one more thing. The handball law. I'm not going to complain. That's the law in the Champions League. But do you think it's a little harsh?
It's crap. It's so bad. That's where I think I'm going to be different here and go. The thing is, the laws are rubbish. Everyone knows this, but it's the law, so you have to go with it.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
It is. I agree.
Crap. It is awful.
Yeah,
but
at the end of the day, I agree with that.
You can't have a moan. Like if you're on the highway and you got pulled over for say, at the end of the day you broke the law, even though the law's rubbish. The law's been there. You can't. It
should say deliberate though. That wasn't deliberate. Like even yesterday, that wasn't deliberate. Yesterday, Diomande against Man City, that wasn't deliberate. But it is what it is. You got it's harsh, but you got your hand up in the air. You shouldn't have it. You know the rules. You know the rules. Don't put your hand up in the air.
Yeah.
That's
guys. I'm gonna before I wrap up, I'm just gonna ask M. What are you saying, man? Talk to me.
Yo, big up. Hope
Did you
you're
think
good,
this
bro.
was a handball, by the way?
That was very harsh, but UEFA rules, innit? I think it's a handball. It does touch his hand, but
all right. What are you saying though? What do you think of the game?
I thought it was crap, like usual, like how it's been for the past few weeks. I do agree with you. We were a little bit better than Newcastle, but the standards on the floor because we were crap against Newcastle.
By the way, I didn't have any excuses. I said we were poor, slightly unlucky, but maybe a little bit better than Newcastle game.
Yeah, you're right. We were a little bit better than Newcastle, but again, Newcastle, that was the worst performance
that was terrible
we've had all season. So just because it was a little bit better than that doesn't mean it's any good.
Inter are a good defensive team, though. In fairness, Inter, they're a very good defensive team.
But I don't know what Arteta expects.
You play into their hands.
I don't know what Arteta expects when you're playing the same lineup you did against Newcastle, just adding Ben White back into the team, playing Trossard in the number 10, which he clearly can see that doesn't work. When Neri comes on for the last few minutes and already starts to make things happen, it's crazy.
100%. You got to play Ethan more. And nobody's saying we were robbed today. We were just not good enough. So let's not do this whole robbery stuff. The pressure's on Arsenal now. We need to see better performances going forward. But before we go any further, I'm going to do the player ratings. And I'm just going to ask...
Before that you do that, let me ask you, are you still think we're going to beat Chelsea?
Yes.
Playing like that?
Yes. Chelsea are inferior team. We just went up against one of the best teams in Europe.
I don't know. I can't see where the goals are coming from, Miguel. That's the
I know.
issue
I think
this
you'll
season.
beat Chelsea, but that's not
Bro,
because you've been good or
Chelsea
anything. I just know
are
what
an
the
open
Prem's like.
team. Chelsea don't
don't-
defend
Win
like
3-0.
Inter.
I've seen
Inter
it
literally
three.
said keep the ball and we will see what you can do. I don't think it's we're gonna have a similar situation versus.
I think it's gonna be a draw against Chelsea. I don't see us winning it, man.
I can see us getting.
I
a
hope
win.
I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I can still see us winning against Chelsea. Today's performance is going to give us some confidence, hopefully, because we did build on the second half. But yeah, Tommy, big up to you, bro. I'm gonna just take you out so we could do the player ratings. But yeah, guys, honestly, did Raya have anything to do?
No, nothing.
Penalty?
No.
Nothing. Literally nothing apart from the penalty.
So what are we gonna give Raya if we're gonna give
5.
player rating?
5. I don't know. His average. Like, what can you? 5.
Just
5 average.
5.
Yeah. I'd never seen anything that Raya could have done throughout the game.
No.
They literally had 7 shots, one shot on target. Like really and truly, they did not do much to bother our goalkeeper. But yeah, the penalty is all they needed. And when they went 1-0 up, did you ever feel like we were gonna score? Keep it 100.
No.
Maybe not.
No.
As for the rest of the players, let's continue. Ben White. I'm gonna give Ben White a 6. I didn't think he overlapped at all. I think his job was to stay back and defend the whole game.
I agree. Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Saliba was the better of the Gabriel Saliba partnership. He should have scored.
But he should have scored. That's the thing. He should have scored. Like, he missed his header.
He had the header.
He had Thuram in his pocket though.
Forget it. I'll give him a 6 also. I'm giving all the defenders 6s. Really and truly, they didn't do much wrong.
No.
But they didn't do much right either.
I think Timber played well. Timber
did play well. Timber was in the right positions. Martinelli couldn't find him. I'm gonna give Timber a 7.
7, yeah.
Martinelli, I thought Martinelli was one of our most important players in this game. But Inter basically Inter said, if you guys are going to beat us, it's going to be through Martinelli, not Saka.
I've got something to say on that one. You know, Martinelli, yeah? I feel that he's good against skinny players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, but the moment someone's got a bit of bulk on them, like Konate, or who's the guy, Livramento, they just barge him off the ball. You know, and I don't think he's got the composure. I think he's a bit... Yeah, Martinelli?
7.
6, 5? No, not 7. Not 7. He should have scored. He hit side netting again. That's like the 5th game he's hit the side netting.
All right, you overruled me. I'll give a 6. Moreno gets a 5. I thought he was poor.
No, he should get 3. He was and
he
worst
gave
player
away
on
the penalty too.
Penalty.
5. Partey was solid. Partey was one of the best.
Partey was good.
Partey was immense today. I give him a 7. Probably the man of the match for me out of the Arsenal players. Saka, bless the guy. He tried his best. Nothing came off for him. They triple.
He took too long on the ball today, man. Like sometimes you got to get the cross. I know there was 2. I know there was 2 of them, Bissink and all that. But sometimes I don't know if he was injured, but he wasn't. The turns weren't there.
Bissink had him on ropes.
Yeah.
As for Havertz, I hope his head injury is not serious and he's going to be back for Chelsea.
He was playing the wrong position.
Pray for that, and then and he's gonna get a 5. I thought he was good, but not like amazing. So bang average performance from him. Leandro Trossard, worst player on the pitch, gets a 3.
Give him a 0. He was crap.
No,
Gabriel Jesus actually came on and he didn't.
He tried
much, but pressing was good.
Yeah, the pressing was good. He tried. He changed it a little bit, and then Winieri did probably one of the best, like that little cameo where he nearly scored.
Ethan was one of the best players. Zinchenko was even good. Odegaard came on. We missed Odegaard, man. Hopefully his performance versus Chelsea can lift us up. But right now, guys, I'm gonna.
And Declan Rice, we missed Declan Rice as well.
I'm not going to say nothing negative about Declan Rice, but I didn't think Declan Rice playing this game changes too much.
No, it doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change too much with our creativity. That's the thing. As for Arsenal, we need to figure out what we're going to do. Chelsea is probably one of the most open teams defensively, so maybe that will help us. And going up against the Inter Milan team, that's one of the best teams in Europe. you got to respect them. We're not ready to be winning the Champions League. That's the honest truth.
Hopefully, Axel Disaster will play and Betswai will play. Then we'll smoke 'em,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna head off, guys. I'm gonna go to the terrace.
Respect.
I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love for the love, people. Peace out. We're out of here, people. Before we go though, please do hit that like button, guys. Please do hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new to the channel, love for subscribing, love for watching. And yeah, man, it wasn't the best performance today, but hopefully we can improve and kick on from here. Peace out, guys. We're out of here. Love.